Hi all, thank you for joining us today. I am excited to introduce you to Microsoft Fabric Data Engineering, a revolutionary platform designed to transform the way we handle the data. In today's rapidly evolving technological landscape, managing and deriving insights from vast amounts of data has never been more crucial. Microsoft Fabric Data Engineering is here to simplify and streamline this process. It integrates seamlessly with your existing tools and workflows, offering a unified environment that brings together data engineering and analytics and the machine learning. This platform empowers teams to accelerate data workflows, enhance collaboration, and unlock deeper insights with greater efficiency. Whether you're looking to optimize data pipelines, improve data quality, or leverage advanced analytics, Microsoft Fabric Data Engineering provides the robust infrastructure and intuitive tools to need to achieve your goals. Data engineering in Microsoft Fabric enables users to design, build, and maintain infrastructures and systems that enable their organizations to collect, store, process, and analyze large volumes of data. Microsoft Fabric provides various data engineering capabilities to ensure that your data is easily accessible, well organized, and of high quality. From the data engineering homepage, we can create and manage our data using a lakehouse. Microsoft Fabric has various key capabilities like workspace creation and roles, lakehouse creation and management, pipeline design for the data ingestion, Spark job execution for batch streaming processing, notebook uses for code-driven data tasks. So we can use these capabilities of Microsoft Fabric and create our infrastructure. We can use various tools present in Microsoft Fabric to create data ingestion processes using data pipelines. We can schedule the job using Microsoft tool using Spark job execution for batch streaming and processing. The notebook can be used for code driven or low code driven data tasks using which we can load data in tables and files which can be used for analytical purpose. To start creating Microsoft Fabric items, we need a workspace, a place where users can collaborate in a company project. So to start with a project, the first thing is we need to create a Microsoft Workspace in Fabric tool. The workspace contains all the items needed for a lakehouse. This includes lakehouse, data flows, data factory, pipelines, the notebooks, Power BI semantic models, and reports. We need to sign up for the free Microsoft Fabric trial. The Fabric trial requires a Power BI license. If you don't have one, we have to sign up for a Power BI free license and then we can start the Fabric trial. The features of Workspace are which contains roles, consists of admin, member, contributor, and viewer. The artifacts can be managed and organized in the workspace. For example, various Microsoft Fabric items, Lakehouse, and other things can be organized in the workspace. Without workspace, we cannot start creating the Microsoft items. A workspace is associated to a lakehouse. So before getting a lakehouse, we have to ensure that workspace is there. Artifacts can be managed and organized in this workspace. The workspace admin can update and manage the settings in the workspace settings. In a workspace, we can have members, contributors, and viewer role also. So workspace admin manages all these things. Also, if a project is very big, workspace can be integrated with Git in Microsoft Fabric. where the pro developers can integrate their development processes, tools, and best practices straight into the Microsoft Fabric. In this slide, we will discuss about Lakehouse in Microsoft Fabric. A lakehouse is a data architecture platform for storing and managing structured and unstructured data in a single location. This uses an analytical data storage, the data lake. Now, there is no need to define a fixed schema while storing data in the data lake. Traditionally, if you have experience on data warehouse systems, the data was stored in relational tables and we need to use SQL queries to extract the data from data warehouse. Data analysts and engineers uses both the features of traditional data warehouse and data lake in Microsoft Fabric and hence it is called a lake house. If you see the picture, a data lake and a data warehouse. From the data lake, the keyword lake, and from data warehouse, keyword house, if you combine both of them, it generates a lake house keyword. So, this is called a lake house. The features of lake house is it integrates various tools and frameworks. It supports SQL based queries, machine learning, and advanced analytics. It provides a flexible and scalable solution. These tools and frameworks can include SQL-based queries and analytics, as well as machine learning and other advanced analytical techniques. Now we will discuss about Fabric Lakehouse Explorer. This is a Fabric Lakehouse Explorer in the left hand side if you see. The Lakehouse Explorer is showing two main folders, that is tables and the files, and there are some sample tables and files under tables and files section. A Lakehouse Explorer is a central hub for all our interactions within the Lakehouse environment like loading, exploring and managing the data. We can use notebooks, which is a code-driven interactions for data processing, then pipelines. Pipelines are data integration and transformation. Earlier there was ETL like extension transformation and load. Similar to that we have pipelines in Fabric Lakehouse Explorer or Fabric Microsoft Fabric. Then there is Spark job definitions which executes robust applications on Spark clusters. Then we have data flows Gen 2 using which we can ingest and prepare data with automated flows. As I have told you, there are mainly two sections, tables and files. The files section is an unmanaged area to work with raw data and can be called as a landing zone. If we compare with ETL, in ETL first we create a landing zone using staging tables and all. Similarly, here the file section is known as landing zone where raw data is stored directly from streaming objects. Then there is a table section. Table section has delta tables which are loaded with process data. Once the landing zone data is cleansed and transformation is done and necessary processing is done, we can load clear and clean data in the table section which stores data in the form of data tables which are loaded with the process data. Now, once a lakehouse is created, using Lakehouse Explorer, we can validate all the lakehouse items and we can see that there is a SQL analytical endpoints generated as part of lakehouse creation. This can be used to serve data for querying using SQL queries. This is created automatically and can be accessed from the Lakehouse Explorer. Now this supports only data format tables. If Parquet, CSV and other format files need to be used, then this needs to be converted into delta format tables. The SQL analytical endpoints is read-only mode. The SQL analytical endpoints operates in read-only mode. The delta tables can only be read from this, but user can save functions, views, and set object level security using T-SQLs. The external tables created using other tools cannot be accessed within this, but user can create shortcuts to access the tables from here. So if you see SQL analytical analytics endpoint is only read-only mode. Then access control using secure security. There is object level security which can be set using T-SQL. Now if you see in this picture, there is a delta table shown here. Now using the SQL analytical endpoint, you can access only this delta tables. So before start working in SQL analytics endpoint, we need to convert our file data CSV or anything we have to load it into delta tables and we can use for our analytical purpose. There is another tool available in Microsoft Fabric items which is called Apache Spark Job Definition. A Spark job definition is a set of instructions for executing a job on a Spark cluster. It includes information such as the input and output data, data sources, the transformations, and the configuration settings for the Spark application. Spark Job Lakehouse Apache Spark Job Definition is very useful for creating and scheduling our Microsoft Fabric items. For example, if we want to load any data using ingestion methods and then we want to create a report and other things, we can use Apache Spark job definition. We can call that item, particular item, to run in Spark cluster. The components of Apache Spark job definition are input and output data sources, the transformation logic file, and the configuration settings. Now the use case is submitting batch streaming jobs to a Spark cluster for processing data in a lakehouse. So this is about Apache Spark job definition. Now we will discuss about notebooks in Microsoft Fabric. This is another tool available in Microsoft Fabric, which is the interactive computing environments that allow users to write and execute code in various programming languages. So, four Apache Spark languages like PySpark, Python, Spark Scala, Spark SQL, Spark R, all these languages are available in this notebook. The use cases can be data ingestion and preparation and data transformation, visualization and analysis used by data scientists and data engineers. Data scientists use notebooks for machine learning solutions and experiments and models. Now, how to use notebook? Notebook can be as used as new, or we can open an existing notebook. We can import it in our current project. Notebooks can be exported to other standard formats. For example, Jupyter Notebook standard notebook file .ipynb, HTML file .html, Python file .py, a latex file .tex. This is an option available in Microsoft Fabric notebook option, and there is import notebook option using which we can import the notebook. So this is all about the notebook in Microsoft Fabric. There is another feature available in Microsoft Fabric items which is called data pipelines. If you see in the workspace there, if you click on new, we can get a data pipeline option. So we can create a new data pipeline in our workspace itself. Is data pipeline is a series of steps to collect, process, and transform data from its raw form to a usable format into a lakehouse. For example, earlier in traditional system, we have ETL and data warehouse. So in ETL, we are extracting the data, we are transforming the data and loading using any ETL tool. Similarly, the data pipelines are used to extract the data, cleanse the data and load it into lakehouse tables. Data pipelines ensures reliable, scalable and efficient data movement. This is critical for end-to-end data engineering workflows. Data pipeline is used to build, organize and move the data in the lakehouse. The data can be pulled from various types of sources and can be moved to different destinations in warehouse or another lakehouse. This is all about data pipelines in Microsoft Fabric. Now in this slide I'm going to share you how we can use or get started with Microsoft Fabric tool. This is available in Microsoft website. If you click on Microsoft Fabric website, then if we can see the trial, we have to use data engineering in Microsoft Fabric free of charge with a Fabric trial. This trial is for 60 days. This is an option to get started with Microsoft Start Trial option. Suppose we are working on a big project for a big company, we can buy it. We can buy Fabric or we can use Pro or anything. There are various purchase options available to start with Microsoft Fabric. We can buy Microsoft Fabric capacity or reserve capacity for the extended use. Depends on your company or organization. Now coming to the conclusion of Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric provides comprehensive tools for efficient data engineering from lakehouse management to the Spark job execution and interactive notebooks. We can explore Microsoft Fabric's capabilities to streamline our data engineering processes. We will discuss in detail all our topics that we have discussed in this presentation in our next upcoming modules. Thank you for watching.